By the end of this segment, you'll understand why you should never hand-edit a brittle script in one go, and how Claude lets you turn that scary big rewrite into a series of tiny, test-backed moves. Legacy code is usually a mix of old libraries, ad hoc globals, and copy-pasted logic. One careless change can break a downstream job that nobody even remembers exists. That risk is why many teams leave the file untouched, even though it's a maintenance nightmare. Claude changes the calculus because it can act as a disciplined pair programmer. You give Claude a concrete prompt, extract the CSV parsing block into a function called parse_CSV, and it returns a diff that only touches the lines you asked for. You then run your existing unit tests, or a quick sanity script, to verify the diff didn't alter behavior. If the tests pass, you commit the change and move on to the next slice. Because each step is isolated, you get 3 safety nets. 1. Human-readable diff. You see exactly what Claude proposes before anything lands in the repo. 2. Immediate test feedback. A failing test tells you the step was too aggressive, so you can ask Claude to undo or rewrite that piece. 3. Version control history. Every tiny commit documents the refactor path, making rollback trivial. This incremental approach also helps Claude stay in its sweet spot. Large, ambiguous rewrites often produce hallucinated code, but when you ask for a specific transformation, Claude can focus its model and give you a reliable result. Think of it as a refactor sprint. You break the monolith into bite-sized tickets, let Claude draft each ticket, verify with tests, and ship. The result is a modern, readable file that you can safely extend later, without ever fearing a hidden cascade of breakage. By the end of this scene, you'll have Claude code installed, your legacy file under Git, and Claude ready to read and edit it from the terminal. First, make sure you have a recent node runtime. Claude code ships as an npm package. Open a terminal and run. Bash. Node. V hashtag should be 18 or higher. npm install g at anthropic/Claude code. The installer drops a Claude code binary into your path. Verify it worked. Bash. Claude code version. You should see something like Claude code 0.7.1. If you get a version number, you're good to go. Next, bring the legacy file into version control. Navigate to the folder that contains the file. Let's call it legacy.rb. Then initialize a Git repo and commit the untouched file. Bash. cd path / to / your / project. Git init. Git add legacy.rb. Git commit add legacy file baseline. Git gives Claude a safe rollback point for every change you'll make later. Now launch Claude code and point it at the file. Bash. Claude code edit legacy.rb. Claude code opens an interactive REPL that prints the file's current contents and waits for your prompts. You'll see something like loaded legacy.rb 120 lines. At this point, you can talk to Claude directly. Try a simple sanity check. Claude, show me the first 10 lines of the file. Claude will respond with a snippet, confirming it has read the file correctly. That's all the setup you need. Claude is now watching legacy.rb inside a Git track project, ready to suggest edits one step at a time. Next step, ask Claude for a tiny, non-breaking refactor, such as extracting a repeated constant into a module-level variable. By the end of this scene, you'll have a claude.md file that tells Claude to refactor your legacy module in 3 bite-sized tasks, each guarded by a test checkpoint. That way you can run one piece, verify it passes, then move on. No surprise regressions. First, create the file at the root of the repo. Bash. Touch claude.md. Code claude.md hashtag, or open it in your favorite editor. Now paste the following template. Keep the exact markdown headings. Claude look for them to know where each step begins and ends. Markdown. Goal. Identify code blocks that have no side effects and move them into top-level functions. Prompt. Extract each pure block from legacy_module.py into its own function. Preserve the original signatures and add a doc string that describes the behavior. Checkpoint. Run the existing unit test suite. All tests must still pass. Goal. Replace ambiguous names X, Y, TMP, with descriptive identifiers. Prompt: rename variables in legacy_module.py to be self-explanatory. Update all references accordingly. Checkpoint: rerun the unit tests. No failures allowed. Goal: annotate every function and public variable with Python type hints. Prompt: add PEP 484 type hints to all functions and class attributes in legacy_module.py. Use typing imports where needed. Checkpoint: run mypy, or your static type checker. It should report 0 errors. Save the file. The 3 sections are now explicit tasks Claude can execute one after another. When you're ready, invoke Claude code to process the plan. Bash Claude code run claude.md. Claude will read the first task, apply the transformation, then stop and report the test results. If the checkpoint passes, you manually trigger the next task with the same command. Claude will pick up where it left off. That's it. Your plan is live, and you have a repeatable, safe workflow for tackling legacy code. Next step: run Claude code, run claude.md, and watch Claude finish task 1. Then verify the test suite passes before proceeding. By the end of this segment, you'll have run Claude on a single refactor task, inspected the diff, verified the generated test passes, and committed the change, ready to move on to the next task. First, open the plan you wrote in Scene 3. You should see a task/folder with one markdown file per step. For example, task/01_extract_logic.claude.md. Each file contains a concise prompt that tells Claude exactly what to do. Bash cd my legacy project. Git checkout b refactor step 01. Now fire Claude code. Bash Claude run tasks/01_extract_logic.claude.md. Claude will edit the target source file in place. When it finishes, it prints a short summary and leaves the modified file on disk. Immediately open a diff so you can see what changed. Bash git diff src/legacy_module.py. Read the diff line by line. Look for 2 things. 1. The old, tangled logic has been moved into a new function. And 2. The original call site now delegates to that function. If anything looks off, you can abort the change. Bash git checkout src/legacy_module.py #revert to pre-Claude state. Assuming the diff matches the plan, run the test that Claude generated or the existing test suite if you added one. Bash PyTest tests/test_legacy_module.py. All tests should pass. If they fail, open the failing file, adjust the code locally, and rerun the test until green. Once the test suite is clean, commit the work. Bash git add src/legacy_module.py test/test_legacy_module.py. Git commit refactor step 01. Extracted business logic into helper. That commit is your approval for this step. Push it if you want a remote backup. Bash git push origin refactor step 01. Now you're ready to repeat the process 4 tasks /02_rename_variables.claude.md and so on, one safe, reviewed step at a time. Next step, run Claude run tasks /01_extract_logic.claude.md on your own repo and inspect the diff. All right, we've made it through the refactor one small piece at a time. Now it's time to prove it didn't break anything. First, let's run the full test suite again, just like we did at the start to get our baseline. Bash Python pytest test /. Assuming those pass, we need to do one more critical check. Compare the output of the refactored code against the original baseline. Remember that baseline_output.txt we generated? Let's run the refactor code with the same input and capture its output. Bash Python your _script _name.py input_data.txt refactored_output.txt. Now, use diff to compare them. Bash diff baseline_output.txt refactored_output.txt. If that command returns nothing, congratulations. The refactor is functionally identical. This is the gold standard when you're touching legacy code. Same inputs, same outputs, but now with a cleaner internal structure. If you do see differences, that's your signal to investigate. Claude might have introduced a subtle change, where your prompt might have guided it slightly off course. Go back, examine the diff, and iterate. Once you're confident, it's time to commit. Bash, git add, git commit, refactor, clean up legacy_component.py using Claude code. Verified identical behavior with baseline tests. That commit message is important. It clearly states what you did and how you verified it. You've now safely improved the code base and documented the process. This isn't just about cleaning code. It's about building trust in your refactoring process, especially when you're using AI as a partner. All right, you just shipped a significant refactor of a legacy component, and you did it safely, confidently, and incrementally with Claude. You started by getting a baseline, understanding the existing code, its dependencies, and crucially, its behavior. We wrote a temporary test to validate that behavior, ensuring we wouldn't break anything. Then, we leveraged Claude code to generate a refactored version of the legacy billing module. We didn't just paste it in. We carefully reviewed Claude's output, integrated it, and then used our temporary test to confirm the new code behaved identically to the old. Only then did we commit, knowing we had preserved functionality. Finally, we cleaned up, removing our temporary test and validating the component still worked with its original test suite. This disciplined approach means you can tackle even the hairiest legacy files without fear. You're not just throwing code at the problem. You're systematically reducing risk at every step. Now it's your turn. Go grab a gnarly legacy file from your own codebase. Apply this exact pattern. Understand, test, refactor with Claude, retest, commit. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can modernize old code, one safe step at a time. If you found this useful, hit that subscribe button. We've got more practical Claude workflows coming.